I was a very angry person, very negative, very much wanting to be left alone by everyone and everything, but in a very negative sort of way. I didn't find a lot of pleasure in anything I did. I didn't see really a lot of good about my life in general. It was difficult for me to have conversations with family members and people who should have been important in my life. I just really was angry with every day. I would become angry at very simple things and lash out usually at people I had no business lashing out at. Everything was very much internalized, so I was turning it all back in on myself more than anything else. All of that has fallen away. I have a very, very deep sense of happiness, of well-being. I'm not angry anymore. I truly, going through all the different exercises, little by little, that chipped away. And until finally I was able to think about various situations that had been piling one on the other over the years, and they just didn't have any power over me anymore. I released it all, and I just feel totally contented with life now. So for me, there was a very abrupt change internally, and it feels really great. My interactions with some of the people who I think maybe engendered, or I allowed to engender some of the anger, have totally changed. I'm able to have conversations. I'm able to feel love and empathy to a much greater degree, and to actually begin rebuilding some relationships, which again has made so much difference in my being able to go through each day. That's been one of the benefits. Another is a feeling of calmness most of the time. Now, there are still some things that annoy me, but they don't have the hold over me that they once did. I'm able to, think about it quickly and it's gone. I think one of the things also that I don't have the noise in my head. It's like I'm not thinking 3 weeks in advance. I'm not thinking about everything I have to do to get ready for the next day, or later in the day even. It's allowed me just to let things happen and not to worry and get upset about what may or may not happen in the future. At least every waking moment, and I'm sure beyond that, the changes are taking place. And I don't have to go back and think differently now or redo things. Looking at the perfection of things in life, I have to say I suddenly saw the things around me with great clarity. It was almost like another dimension was added to, I was sitting in the room I'm in now, and as I looked around, it was amazing how much colors jumped out at me, how close things seemed to me. And then for weeks after that, I would walk outside and the trees were all just brilliant and vibrant and alive. And I think that was where I saw the big shift. These things become more the new normal. One of the things that I've noticed is that because I seem to have a greater sense of clarity about things, and because I'm not afraid of making the next step or trying the next thing to the same level that I once was, that rather than be less motivated, or I'm able to focus on the activity in the moment and be more productive. And without all of those worries that came to me beforehand about, you shouldn't do this, this is not, you don't have any talent, you can't be very successful. I'm able to get beyond those things and very clearly focus on things that I want to at least give a good try to. You can accomplish more if you get rid of all those old messages and all those old fears, and are able then to just focus very specifically on things that matter. The things for me that have fallen away are the things that held me back from understanding just how happy I could be, how good I could feel about life, about being in the world here and now. I don't see that there's anything that I've given up. Everything has just been enhanced. One of the fundamental changes that, with how I see the world and think about things, is that previously I think I had this expectation that life was just ate you up and spit you out, and there, no matter what you did, you just had to endure it. I had sort of settled into a place where I thought, this is my lot in life, and it pretty well is not a very positive place, and I'll just have to endure. And I don't feel that way about what is coming to me from the world, from the whole experience. I really fundamentally see things in a much more positive way and expect that those positive things are going to come. And that's the big thing. Life is fun now. I wasn't experiencing that 6 months ago, but life is fun.